So there are always those products we judge on first impression. Either you immediately love it or you immediately hate it and you know you'll never use it again and it just sits in the makeup collection and you never reach for it again. I've recently been retrying some of the products that I judged a little too harshly on first impression, and I've found that I love them. So I'm going to share with you, I think there's 4 here that I used to hate and now I love, and there's one here that I used to love, hated for a long time, and now I love it again. So let me show you that one first, actually. It's this makeup setting spray from L'Oreal. I have went through 2, this is my second one, and it's like kind of empty. I used to really love this stuff, and then for some reason it started making my face just look really oily and like wet and glossy. Like all day I just felt like a mirror on my face. So I stopped using it. It sat there for a really long time. But then I got this tiny little bottle in a Sephora Play box, and when I used it all up, I emptied this into this because the sprayer on this is way better. This one has like a spray where some of it sprays good, but some of it is like real big blobs of water, and you could see like water droplets on your face. And it's another reason why I never really wanted to reach for it. But I poured it into this, and now I love it again. It makes, I think it was the spray on this that makes the spray kind of feel better and more even on your face. Because I noticed with this, like I said, it made me feel really oily and greasy, and just those water droplets and the nozzle sucked. And now I love it again. I love it so much. I use it every single day. And back on the setting spray train. One thing that I tried that I hated right away was the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I didn't like this. I talked about it in another video. I don't have one open right here. That I like to use deluxe size sample mascaras better. Let me just grab one. Because I find that the way I can hold the wand is really tight, and I can get really close on my lashes, and I can feel that pressure of the wand on my lashes. And with this one, because the wand is so heavy and it's kind of like far away, I just found it was too wet of a formula. It separated the lashes a little too much. It looked too natural, and I didn't like it at all. But now that I've had it for maybe 2 months or so, it's a little bit drier, and I've been using it every day, so it's getting a little drier and better. Like I used it today, and I really love the way my eyelashes look. And I love this mascara now. I just think it needed to dry out a little bit. It was a little too wet at first. Another thing that I used to hate with all my heart, I thought, how can people ever use those things, is cream blushes. I have bought almost all of the Master Glazes from Maybelline, those cheek blushes that they had. But I bought all those when I never used to wear makeup, and I would only wear just that on my face. I'd move it around like this. And it was fine on my bare skin. But now that I wear foundation and stuff, I find that putting on a cream blush is impossible, and you put it on, and it just like moves around everything you have on, and it sticks to your face. I just didn't like them at all. But then I discovered this brush, this tiny little stipple brush from Wet n Wild. It's full of blush already. And now I love cream blushes. I love using them so much. One of my most recent favorites is this one from Wet n Wild, one of their makeup sticks. Besides that, it smells like crayons hardcore. Ugh. It works awesome. This blends really well too. I also love this one from L'Oreal. It's the one of the Visible Lift Blur cream blushes. Love this. And then I started recently reusing, because I figured out how to use cream blushes, this Revlon cream blush in the shade Charmed. And I love it. I think that with the stipple brush, they go on really well. They blend out really well. They last a long time. They look real natural too. I like how the stipple brush kind of like pokes your foundation a little bit and moves the blush in there, and it looks more natural. I don't know. That sounds like like it's gonna move your foundation, but it kind of like pushes it into your skin a little bit. I really love it. So love cream blushes now. 2 more things. One thing I used to really dislike was primers. I thought they were kind of just a gimmicky thing, like a makeup company creates a primer, like you have to use a primer in order for your makeup to last. But I never noticed any issues with my makeup lasting or not lasting based on whether I used a primer or not. And one that I especially thought was ridiculous is the Porefessional. I never liked this. I don't like the way it felt on my face. It has that real dimethicone, like slick, kind of almost powdery feel on your face. And I thought foundation is just going to slide off of that. Like there's no way it's going to work. So I actually had another one of these. I gave it away. I hated it. I got another one in a set of stuff, and now I love it. I don't use it on my whole face though, and I don't use it really because I don't really have visible pores. but I use it on laugh lines and like lines up here that I might have, and it makes the foundation just like smooth over those areas. I love it so much. I think before I was using it all over my face because I thought that's what you had to use it for, but I figured out how to use it for me, that it works for me, and I love it now. Love that primer. And the most insane thing that I have fallen so hardcore in love with that I wrote this product off immediately. I used it one time and I was like, this is so dumb. It's the Maybelline Brow Precise. I am in love with this. It's called, it says Fiber Volumizer, and it definitely has fibers in it. When you open it up, it's this weird little like spatula type wand, and it has little teeth on the top, and I don't know if you could even see that little piece hanging there. It has fibers, like huge fibers all over it, and I thought it was going to be so stupid. And I tried it, and I put it on, and it just made a huge mess. It got all over my skin. It got all over, of course, the hair on top and the bottom, all over my skin. It was all over the place. It was too goopy and gloppy and gross. I immediately hated it. Anytime someone would ask me about it at work, I'd be like, that sucks. I hate that product so much. But it's been sitting there, and I'm like, you know what? Try that thing again, because I was starting to run out of the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and I didn't want to repurchase this because I made a mess with that too, but it worked. You just took a lot of cleanup. And so I was like, you know what? I'll try this again. And now I freaking love it. Oh my god, it's amazing. So there is a lot of product on there for me. I don't have a lot of like brow hair to work with, so I kind of scrape it off a little bit here and then lightly and gently go over the hair. It is awesome. It fills them in. It adds a little bit of oomph to them because of those fibers, not in an obvious way, but in like a natural kind of way. I love it. They hold all day as well. And this is something I'm like, I feel kind of bad that I hated it so much, and I even told other people that it sucked, but it's awesome. I really love it. So just goes to show, when you hate something so much, try it again, let some time pass, try it again, try it in a different way, try it with a stipple brush instead of just smushing it on your face. And you know what? Some products may surprise you, which has been the case with me. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!